So for zones, the first thing to remember is that you're looking for the hot spots where people actually travel. So sometimes we talk about the center of initiative in this park. I would guess it's the biggest pavilion, but I'm actually going to pay attention to where people really interact with the land, where they park, where they actually walk, and things like that. And this might not end up being that. So hotspots, I tend to do zone 1, which is like the highest interaction area in red, and then kind of orange, yellow, green, blue, with blue being where humans interact the least. There's some other factors at play as far as like how much wildlife there is, but just to do one factor all the way through, that's how I like to do it. And then the other thing is that there's different kinds of users who will use any kind of site differently. And so I found that the best way to get accuracy on a site like a public park is actually to separate all of those users out and make maps for them differently. You won't need to do this for a lot of your design work, but I found that it was a really handy exercise. Each of them can be really fast to do. And then based on the design decisions I need to make later and the analysis I'll need to do later, I can go back and look at how those users are actually using the park now. And it might be that even though this is the most public pavilion area and there's signs and electricity and all that stuff, if I want kids to see a sign, then I'll have to put it over with the kids' equipment, things like that. Let's take a look. I've got the same key for all the different drawings. Here, where it's biggest red, was where I was just standing for the video, where for big events, the main area is that pavilion. So for older kids and teens, it's over at the basketball court. No surprise there, occasionally walking to the pavilion. The blue that you see is just tops of trees. Little kids and family, that's all over by the kids area, right? And parking over there, that totally makes sense. And then the city employees and adults, they tend to do this loop around or going into the utility areas to fix things, maintenance.